Now we have 2 games worth of power at our disposal. Welcome back to Zelda, Oracle of Ages. Previously, we found the Zora Town, and we unlocked the final secrets. All 4 of them. So obviously I have a save point here. But this is not where I saved. That's because of that, the diver. He gave us a ring. It happens to be the swimmer's ring. This is really important for the next dungeon. And this whole segment we're about to do in general. So I might as well grab my other stuff too. We got some pretty cool things. We got a shield upgrade. We got a new kind of sword. We're gonna talk to Feyre and get these things. Yeah, you don't need to ask me every single time. You know I'm here for secrets. You know I'm here to give you the formulas of time. How about... Oh, there's lots of Q's in these. Wrong button. QQ. 3. One of these things. 5. I tried to use this as an answer before. That unlocks us a treasure chest. That's rare. Usually I'm just given the item. But this happens to be the Big Goron sword. The two-handed blade. Not as great as the Master Sword, but it is fun to swing. And it has some pretty good reach. Yeah, I have more secrets for you. This one will let you go through time, but blow stuff up. It's the Bomb Chew chest! Bomb Chews are kind of funky because they go up walls, like the 3D games, but it looks a little weird. But there's the Bomb Chews! I got that off of Subrosian. I did boomerang stuff for it. I have one final secret. QQ 3, 2, 6. This makes your shield extra powerful. And that's all the secrets. We now have the mirror shield. I'm gonna have to try that out in the next dungeon. See what it can do. Because, to be honest, I never really used a mirror shield except for Ocarina of Time. And that was vital for a boss. To be completely honest, I hope that boss is a lot like the one we're going to be seeing at the very end of this game. I kinda like the Twin Rova fight. Oh, we're done with secrets, old lady. We don't need you anymore. You could go home now. You don't need to wait for me. I got the secret. I'm good. I'm gonna have to Gale Seed myself back to Zora Village. Right over here. Ah, look at all these spaces I never filled in. I'm pretty sure, like, the northeast up here, most of that is just because I never went to those screens because they're pointless. We have, most of the present already cleaned out. The final dungeons must be in the past. Speaking of which, we're gonna have to go to the past, but I didn't meet King Zora. Also, let's try out the swimmer's ring. It lets you go extra fast underwater. Whoosh! I'm a dolphin on sugar! Welcome to King Zora's Tower. Or, the tower. No, the tower goes the other way. This is his castle. And I just robbed his coffers. Thanks for the money, losers! Anybody here to stop me? How about you? I just took your money. This was the place of King Zora, but something bad happened to him. They have no king! Also, he had the key to Eyeglass Isle Library, which is just next door to the king's castle. Convenient. But the throne has been vacated. I am your ruler now. All hail Dolphin Link! We're gonna have to do something about that. We can't have a dead king. How are we gonna meet a Jabu-Jabu without a dead king? Well, you know what? The king's dead. No one's here to stop me from getting to Jabu-Jabu, right? All this poison is kinda in the way. That's a problem. Hey, clean up this poison. A maze inside his belly. Oh no. It's Ocarina, isn't it? You kinda look like a Goron, buddy. I don't know if his nose is twitching, or if that's just a water effect on this screen. That affects everybody but Link. It even affects the text box, which means Link is on like a different plane than everything else in this game. Everything else is wobbly. Oh, there's nothing to do here. The king is dead. Long live the king, I guess. Doesn't work like that. I'm gonna have to find out what happened. We're gonna have to go to the past. And you know what? With all this poison around, I think there's only one party responsible for this. That's right! The pig masks are behind it all. Varen somehow got a hold of them. She had time power, she could do that. Oh, the Gale Tree is still here, that's a good thing. We can still teleport here anytime we want. But welcome to past Zora's Domain. I'm gonna call it Zora's Domain for the ease of remembering. And there's a plot down here. It's not all that great though. I already have a Gacha Seed planted in the 3 to 5. Let's check out past Zora. Oh right, those other Zoras that exist. That totally don't look like them. They shoot fireballs at you and then go back in the water. I hate those guys. Luckily these are not them. I don't get many Zoras in my Game Boy games either. Oh, I just noticed the ripple effect doesn't affect their sprites either. That's weird. Either way, welcome. And if you're wondering, no, I can't steal the signs here. I could equip the power bracelet on my A button, but I can't grab it. I can't even read it. So, all I could do is hit him with my sword. No one knows you're here. You're safe. And here's this house again. We're robbing it in the past after we robbed it in the future. That's how time works. The items are still here in the past. That means I get double prizes. Sometimes there's seeds in there too, but I was looking for hearts. Anybody home here? You got info? Ah yes, the library. I'm not quite sure why we need to go to the library, but there's a library. So, we can't go to the Jabu-Jabu here either, because there's still poison, right? Jabu-Jabu's still upset? For some reason? Somebody's poisoning the sea! That explains the orange tint here. Purple. Oh wow, that's a tiny Jabu! He's a little Jabu! Takes him 400 years to grow up. And then he swallows everybody. Never thought you would see a tiny Jabu in this game, would you? The king should be in now, right? This is like pre-death? Yep, he's there, but he's sick. Took him 400 years to die. That must have been terrible. Well, they didn't fill their coffers. I needed to steal them. If I go back to the present now, does that mean I get another 200 rupees? Oh, this condition is dire. Also, the text box is getting all wobbly. He has no successor. If he dies, the Zoras won't have a king. Have you considered democracy? President Zora. Think about it. Maybe I shouldn't be mentioning a coup in front of the king. He looks awful. He looks fat. That's what the royalty being fat. I think there's some kind of problem here. An aristocracy problem. We're gonna need a magic potion to cure King Zora. Where could they find such a potion? Well, I know two ways. You can either mug a witch or buy it off a witch. That's right, he's talking about the potion that I acquired from Maple. You can mug Maple for it, it's a random drop, or you spend 300 rupees to buy it off a syrup. And you need it for this guy. He caught that thing that's going around. It affects Zoras too. Luckily, this is a fantasy game. We got a cure for that. The magic potion. See, all you guys need to do is mug a witch and you're golden. That's the spirit. Now drink up. Well, at least it works. Who said medicine has to taste good? It's Link! Oh yeah, that poison water. It made him ill. Probably gonna work his evil on the Jabu-Jabu, too. The poor thing. Yeah, a big fish. It swallowed an essence. Well, it's not quite big right now. Jabu-Jabu's the guardian of the Zoras. Not doing much guarding, if you ask me. Well, I just insulted the king. There's nothing gonna be going on here, then. Jabu-Jabu's too small. I'm pretty sure he's gonna turn into some kind of dungeon. But we succeeded in that regard, anyway. We're gonna have to go back to the present and see how his opinion changed over the years. After we, you know, saved his life and all that. And we'll go back to the present. I fixed everything that Baron broke. So the king should be all better now, and I get an extra 200 rupees. That's my prize. Oh, I should be talking to Zoras. Obviously their story was changed because, well, he's alive. That's still the same. Don't mention Jabu-Jabu's a fish. Got it. The palace of the great King Zora. Who would have guessed? The talking hitboxes are a little off. But again, he has the key to the library. That's the reason why we needed him alive. Otherwise, I could have just rolled the Zoras and, you know, taken the key for myself. Could you imagine that? Link's sitting on the throne, but he's fat and kind of wrinkly, but he's still wearing his mermaid tail. Don't be rude to King Link. Except fish. Don't mention fish. That's his hot button. It triggers him. Hi! You seem to have forgotten all about the fish thing. Yeah, I want to enter your giant fish. You can't permit anyone to go in. I saved your life, buddy. Just moweep yourself out of the way and get that opening that Jabu. Ah, the poison water. It's killing Lord Jabu-Jabu. So we gotta get rid of the poison seawater. And then we'll be able to enter the dungeon. Yep, as I guessed, he's royalty. He has a quest for us. And a library key. I'm not quite sure what a library is going to do with poison. Maybe we'll research recycling. Ah, he had the same idea. But that's a little, ominous, though. He said he's not quite sure if the key will work anymore. Sounds like we're going to have to do an extra side thing. But at least we can head in this direction now. This will lead us to the library. But watch out for the poison. It has a huge hitbox. You saw it. That poison cheated. I hate when poison cheats. And it got a little island over here. An island over here that has a switch block on it. But I can't switch across screens. I wonder if one of these islands is not one of the moving type of islands. I'll get back to that in a second. Open up. I'm gonna have to tear it open. Let me in! Let me in! There's no key. It rusted away. But then how is the door locked? How is anybody in there? Oh well. So we can't library. Well, we could library in the past now, can't we? The pig army will get that library open. It'll be all about King P and his history. how he fooled some losers from Labrina to join his army. Yep, one of these islands is not mobile. Also, we have a key for the library. But what can we do in the library? We don't have a quest for the library. The library is pointless to us. We're an adventurer. We just swing sword and kill people. You can check out this, though. Wait a second. Are you the Octorok Fairy? It's the Queen Fairy! The greatest of the fairies! Varen put a curse on her to turn her into an Octorok. Now she could die to one sword swing. She needs fairy power to get back to normal. It's kind of like that thing from, Link's Awakening. With the raccoon, the Tanuki. Don't get those confused. Either way, because she's an Octorok, the ocean is poisoned. Get some fairy powder. She needs the good stuff. So we're gonna have to find out where fairy powder is. I think we should research the library. Now its lock is here. So we can unlock the thing. And we'll just like put a rock in there to make sure it stays open. It's an old man convention! Oh great, which one's gonna steal my rupees and which one's gonna give me like 500? You seem a strange beast. It's always there, it doesn't attack and it just stares at you. Looking like a Goron. Just silly. Obviously he's talking about Jabu-Jabu. Ah yeah, the Fairy Queen, where has she gone? She could do something about the poison. Fairies always have a Deus Ex Machina up their sleeve. Fairy powder is stored here, in the back, where nobody can get at it. Like the toilet paper. See, it's topical. So they're keeping it locked away in the back. And they won't exchange it unless they get a book of seals. Well, you know. It's ground up fairies. So this is where the book of seals go, I presume. Wonder what's going on in there. Who knows? I saw a lot of books in there. Must be really hard to take out a book in this library. Looks like there's giant pits everywhere. Well, there's nothing to do here. I know where the fairy powder is, but I can't get to it. But I did open a library. Which means it might be open in the present now. For all to see! Their heating bills must be enormous, with this door wide open like this. But now they have some new clientele. He's also researching the poison in this area. It's hundreds of years of poison. Those humans and they're polluting, am I right? He has no answers. There's something in the back for sealing things away. Oh, we don't want to seal things, unless it's poison. Yay! Reading! The Fairy Queen! Oh, these guys know about the Fairy Queen too. Ah, I see. It's a butt down must because time. We saved the Fairy Queen in a different timeline, and we must sync up these timelines. It's romantic, though. I didn't want to talk to you again. I'm clearly not even looking at you now. I just want to go away. Let me go. You're creepy. Yeah, I know. You understand it's romantic. Thank you. Hey, do you have a book on sealing? No, I didn't ask about fairy powder. I don't need your pitch. Gee, I wonder who that was. Some kind of murder gremlin wearing green. So he has no information for us either. He's the worst librarian ever. All I want is a book on sealing. I guess I'm just gonna have to steal it. The Book of Seals. Oh gee, that was easy. The only one remaining. I think I can solve the riddle. Yeah, I'm an archaeologist. I'm interested in old things. And then selling them for a profit. So yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and loan this out to us. We don't even have to check it out at the receptionist. We're good. The late fees will be insane on this thing. So you know where we gotta take this, right? Right back to the past. It's another Indian giving. We're gonna give it back to the past so it's present in the present. Ah, you see what I did there? It's a pun. There you go, here's your book of seals. Oh, what kind of cryptography is this? Oh no, is this what I think it is? Is this like the windfish egg? Yes it is. 1, 2, 3, 4... Up 2, right 2. Time to do this! It's an invisible bridge puzzle, but you can't step on the invisible bridge without reading the next book in line. And if you fail, you gotta do it over again. Let's see, 1, 2, and then left, up 2 more, right, and up. Yeah, we're gonna do this for all of them. 1, 2, 1, and 3. Now we're getting complex. Down, 1, 2, 3. Up, and 3 more. Man, it would be really bad if I fell here. That's why I wrote all of these down. Let's see, 1. There. Don't fall off the edge. 2 down. 2 left. 3 down. Oh my goodness. I am really glad I wrote these down now. Right. Down. 2 right. I took a gamble there. I didn't know if I did 2 right or just 1 right. 1 up, 1 right, 1 up, 2 right. My goodness, you have some terrible checkout here. I would rather do the Dewey Decimal System than ever do this puzzle again. Thank you. Give me that fairy powder. I need a fairy to stop thinking she's an Octorok. But I was about to say, what, are you going to make the pit not pit anymore? No, the pit remains. That reminded me of the Golden Child. Except I didn't have to spin a thing and say, I want the knife. I want the fairy powder. Here you go. You will not believe what I had to do for this. It was crazy. Alright, you can't do it yourself, obviously. Yay, I turned an Octorok into a fairy. Now she could cleanse the poison. Because of Deus Ex Machina powers. You know, just like in Hyrule Warriors, where she, like, summoned bombs for you, made bomb chews, and did some other stuff. I distinctly remember her pulling down the Majora's Mask Moon one time with a hookshot. In fact, I think that's, like, one of her specials or something. Yeah, she's actually pretty good if you like to use Link a lot. Frankly, I like the spinner and the power glove better. This is an exceptionally long cutscene. At least we're free to go wherever we want now. Which is great, because I want to go wherever I want now. So where could we go from here? There's a couple more things I want to do before I end the video. I think we head this way. And then to the right. Nope, that's not the way. That's where we started. But we could go down here now. This is the spot. We got a tiny island! So I'm gonna play some time magic right here. By that I mean more Pork Army music. This is off the beaten track for one specific purpose. I can show you where a ring is. It's right over here in the prison. This is the only way to get here. And this is the whimsical ring. It lowers your sword damage, but it makes every swing a chance to instant kill. I talked about that ring in Seasons, and now it's here with us now. So, it's time to go back to, the king. Check out how he's doing. Oh, I have to go back to the present, don't I? Yeah, the past king doesn't like me. His great-great-great-grandson forgot about the whole slight that I just did to his family. One more time. For the king! You see, we're doing stuff for a king by playing a king theme. It's topical. This is the king that likes us. This is the king that'll let us through. Well, the poison is free now. You guys have anything to say about the not poison? Yay! Their seas are clean! Ah, that's good. Nobody will get poisoned and die. And we saved the ocean! Somehow he learned of this. Also, Jabu-Jabu is feeling healthy again. So now we can enter Jabu-Jabu. We are the Zora hero. You know, I heard you hand people something for being a hero? A little something? No? Guess we get that later. We're gonna have to earn it. How? We're gonna have to kill their guardian. I'm gonna have to go deep inside him, and the essence will be like attached to his heart or something. I don't think they'll be pleased. But now we can enter... How about we don't? I don't want to enter that thing. At least last time he sucked people in. He did just walk... This is getting eaten. Who would have thought that he was a dungeon? Next time on Oracle of Ages, what I heard is the worst dungeon in the game. Good night, folks.